Hey, my wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, beautiful people. A pleasant morning to you, wonderful and lovely people. All right, with all of the happenings that have been going on, the unfortunate happenings, with the recent, I don't know, very much aggravated assault to TJ and somewhat to his girlfriend Moya, we still have to get back to a semblance of reality for those who it would affect, which is predominantly the Jamaican people. The public sector workers, the private sector workers as well. I guess some of us would want to know how this Christmas will be. We're wondering if Santa Claus will be coming to town, coming through the chimneys and leaving our gifts. Our gifts would be, we would love for our gifts to be similar to what our Caribbean counterparts, the authorities have done. They decided to ease a burden as a one-time payment to the people of, for example, Cayman, Grenada, the Grenadian president, or is it president or prime minister? Sometimes it confuses me. So work with me, people. The leader of the land, Mr. Mohammed, whatever, I think it's whatever it is, Mohammed, because I don't want people, obviously, it's not the boxer Mohammed, there. And he's giving his people 200,000 Grenadian dollars, which is approximately close to 1,000 US. And the Cayman leader of the land, or the relevant authorities, will be giving the people I think they had said is it the public sector workers or civil servants, something of the sort, 3 or the entire country. I don't remember 100%. I know I had done a vlog on it. You can go back to that. But a large sector will be getting 3,000 US dollars, yes, and their minimum wage will be increased to 3,000 US dollars. The minimum wage. What's the minimum wage in Jamaica again, people? 25,000 Jamaican dollars. And their minimum wage, their minimum wage is basically almost, just call it 500,000, close to $500,000 Jamaican per month. Their minimum wage is close to if they consider that minimum, it therefore tells me that what that former let me say this, what that minister of the current reigning party had stated years ago, before COVID we even dreamt of hearing about COVID, said anyone who is earning 500,000 obviously or less, they're barely scraping. He was specific on the figure of when you work it out, it would be about approximately $500,000 at the time. And that was years ago. And to this very day, you have quite a number of people, both in public and private sector, who are not earning $500,000 per month. And the Cayman authorities, the leader of the land and his or her people, have stated that they will increase the minimum wage. The minimum wage to 3,000 US dollars per month. Boy, what Jamaicans are facing is a travesty of justice, to say the very least. And when people talk about, these things being a travesty of justice, it is wrong for the people, because the people, they are taxed heavily and rewarded poorly, paid poorly. And when we talk about it, you will have people come on, where are they to get the money from? They have the money. Don't tell me nonsense and rubbish. It makes no sense to come and try and reason with me. So you're going to have to consider me dark. You're going to have to consider me dark, so. Because they have the money. I don't care what Tom, Dick, Harry, Jill or Jane wants to tell me. The monies have not migrated to the moon. They have not migrated to Mars. Our dollars can only be traded, I'm talking the Jamaican dollars, can only be traded in Jamaica. So unless they burn them up in the lake of fire before we reach that poor part that the scripture talks about, the monies are here. Don't all criminal money them have. They have a funded area, a safe area for that. So I don't want anybody to tell me nonsense. So I just would want to know, I know I'm not the only one, if there will be a one-time payment for the Jamaican people, similar to what our Caribbean counterparts have done, at least 1,000 US. It would be nice if we could get the 3,000 US dollars as a one-time payment to us for this Christmas. We want to know that, Santa Claus will be visiting us, and that he will not be late. I'm sure he has Rudolph and the rest of them. I don't remember the name of them. The reindeers. So they can assist him, and the elves and so forth. They can assist. You know, the Jamaican people, they would want to know that. Let them end the year in a sort of a bang, you know, as opposed to a ban. Let them end the year, you know, looking forward to greater and bigger things come 2025. You know, I think the Jamaican people are deserving of that. Yes, we have our issues. Yes, there are quite a number of wicked and evil people who are around, but in due time, God will repay them. He will deal with them in due course. But outside of that, life must continue. And the public and the private sector workers want to benefit this Christmas. Let them just celebrate. We have 12 months in the year, and 11 of them have been arduous. They have been difficult. They have been dark. They have been grim. Our bodies have felt it, our cars have felt it, the houses have felt it, especially with the rain and the earthquakes and all of the different natural disasters that have been happening, the accidents on the road, the sickness and diseases that some people have gone through, the murders, the killings. I mean, we can name the different atrocities that have been happening and still will happen, unfortunately, because we live in a wicked and evil world. But in the interim, where there is darkness, there can be light, you know, and we do not need to hide it under a bushel. We need to shine it bright during this silly season, this wonderful, beautiful, lovely season. So I want to know, authorities, you know, those who pay the people, you know, public sector workers, private sector workers, will they get a one-time payment? A decent amount. No monkey money, me at all. No monkey nor gorilla money. We don't want a monkey money or orangutan money, you know, or chimpanzee money. We are talk human money, real money. That will be meaningful for the Jamaican people this Christmas. Them can probably buy some proper food. You know, if they need to paint them place a little bit, they can do that. If they need to do some repair, they can do that. You know, as a one-time payment. You notice me say one diggy time. One diggy time. It can be done. It can be done. Despite what they want to tell you. There are, when I say the numbers, hear me, the numbers, the amount of monies that this country has gotten. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I want people to understand how wealthy the world is. God has made the world so wealthy that every human being, every barring none, even if the baby just born, can become a multi-millionaire and the world is still wealthy. That is how wealthy the world is. Because we serve a magnolious, a grandiose, and these are just mere snippets, expressive words of who God is. You know, we can't fathom him, he says. His ways and his thoughts are way above ours. He's unlimited, we are limited. We're limited, we're finite, we're mortal, he's immortal. And this invisible God who is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient basically has made the world so wealthy that every human being can be a multi-millionaire and the world still remains very wealthy. So what I'm simply saying to you, my Jamaican people, money is here. We can get that one-time payment, even up to the 3,000 US. You know, we can. We can. Our monies are traded only in Jamaica. The monies have not migrated to the other 7 or 8 planets. I know they have taken off one. They have not migrated. And since we can't trade it with other countries, and they cannot go to Pluto or to Jupiter or to Saturn, they have to remain here in Jamaica. And I doubt it very much it was burnt up in the lake of fire, or the fire, the furnace, the fiery furnace that they wanted to put the 3 Hebrew boys. The monies are still here. So please, relevant authorities, politicians, leaders, you know, business people, remember the public and the private sector people. Just do something good for them. At least let your record show in your own life that you did some good. You know, since you're not the devil, nor the demons, that you did something grandiose. We not talk something minuscule and meaningless, or weightless and baseless. Something great for the Jamaican people this Christmas, this December 2024. This December 2024. So we're looking forward. We're looking with hope, with expectancy, and with faith. And we trust that the relevant authorities, the relevant people will do something good for the people, barring none, this Christmas, like their Caribbean counterparts. And that's fair. That is very much fair. It won't be a travesty of justice. Guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. No, me need a lion now. Me need a